line. Moore at 34 thinks of himself as a guy with a lot left who can still make an impact. 5-inch height advantage for Moore, 6.5-inch reach advantage for Moore at 224. Michael is as sleek and well trained. He's hard as a diamond, looks as good as he has in years. Tua at 243, still struggling to get down to what most people think is his better weight of 230 or 235, around in there. Unofficial rules, or I should say official rules of the fight, with our unofficial ringside scorer, Harold Letterman.
David Tua, Michael Moore fight is scheduled for 10 rounds using the unified rules of the Association of Boxing Commissions. There is no 3 knockdown rule. Only the referee can stop the fight. In case the cut is caused by an accidental headbutt, we go to the scorecards after 4 rounds have been completed, and you cannot be saved by the bell in any round, including the 10th and final round. Jim.
Michael Moore took 3 years off from the ring following his loss to Evander Holyfield in 1997. By his own admission, he was disoriented, discontented, had lost his zest for the sport, and battled problems with alcohol. All of that under control now. Moore looks as good as he's looked in a long time.
Let's remember, Jim, that Michael Moore won his first 26 fights, 22 of them as a light heavyweight, by knockouts or TKOs. And he has lost only to George Foreman and Evander Holyfield. But let's also remember that he hasn't had a significant win since he lost to Foreman 8 years ago.
The most significant southpaw in the heavyweight division steps through the ropes. And along with a snippet of action from some of his most significant fights with Larry again, a closer look at former champion Michael Moore.
This is the Moore who upset Evander Holyfield to win the heavyweight championship of the world and become the first southpaw ever to hold the title. And then, of course, against George Foreman, who was waiting to land the right hand that ultimately ended the fight dramatically. He came back recently against a young man named Davis.
Robert Davis.
Robert hurt him badly, knocked him down twice in the first round, and then went on to win a 10-round decision.
David Tua outboxed by Ike Ibeabuchi in one of the greatest heavyweight fights of the last 20 years, a fight that broke all the CompuBox records for punches.
Because he just didn't throw enough punches. And then against Chris Bird, Bird just neutralized that left hook, didn't let him land it. A powerful punch isn't a punch if you can't land it. And finally, against Frez Oquendo, he was losing every round and once again came on late, but this time notably with right hands, something we hadn't seen before.
Two quality heavyweights in the ring. The winner, in theory, will move into position for a chance to fight #1 contender Vladimir Klitschko in the fall. Let's go to Michael Buffer for the official introductions.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Donald Trump's Taj Mahal Casino Resort here on the boardwalk in Atlantic City, New Jersey, this is the main event of the evening. 10 rounds of boxing in the heavyweight division. Brought to you by Gill Promotions, DeBella Entertainment, Cedric Kushner Promotions, Main Events, and the motion picture Undisputed, starring Wesley Snipes and Ving Rhames in U.S. theaters Friday, August 23rd. Sanctioned by the New Jersey State Athletic Control Board, Boxing Commissioner Larry Hazard Sr., Chairman Gerald Gormley. The 3 judges at ringside scoring this contest on the 10-point must system will be John Potteray, John Stewart, and Steve Weisfeld. And when the bell rings, your referee in charge of the action, former U.S. Olympic fencing teamer Rudy Battle. And now, from the Trump Taj Mahal of Atlantic City to the men and women now serving in the armed forces of the United States of America. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, wearing green and officially weighing in at 224 pounds. His professional record stands at 43 victories, including 34 knockouts, with 2 losses and a draw, and 3 world titles. Fighting out of Detroit, Michigan, here is the former light heavyweight world champion and former 2-time heavyweight champion of the world, Michael Moore. And his opponent across the ring, fighting out of the red corner, wearing black trimmed with white, and officially weighing 243 pounds. He brings an outstanding professional record to the ring, consisting of 40 victories, including 35 knockouts, with only 3 defeats. From South Auckland, New Zealand, currently rated by all as one of the best heavyweights in the world, the two-man, David Tua.
Take the bees off. Okay, gentlemen, you've both received your pre-fight instructions. I expect a clean break at all times. I'm looking forward to a nice, clean contest. Protect yourselves at all times. Good luck to both of you. Shake hands.
Emmanuel, is it possible for heavyweights to give us a Gaddy versus a Ward?
Yeah,
or a Morales versus a Barrera? Or do they hit too hard?
Yeah, but it could happen. You know, don't forget Michael Moore has been in one of those with Bert Cooper. And also, Tua has been in a few of them himself, too. I think one of the fights, I think, when he fought with Izod and also Ibeabuchi.
Oh, the Ibeabuchi fight was unbelievable.
Yeah, they've both been in those type fights.
On the other hand, this could become a chess match if Moore is able to box for 36 minutes, or for 30 minutes, I should say. Scheduled for 10, not for 12.
Get off his head.
If David Tua gets in 2 body punches early to the ribcage of Moore, and down goes Moore.
I would say Moore's leaning in. He's not moving at all. It's over with.
There's a 30-second knockout right there. And that's what makes David Tua David Tua.
And also, Jim, it was the body punches that made it happen.
Absolutely.
And body punches is something we never used to see David Tua throw. He was so left hook conscious, thinking that he would always get the left hook in, that he didn't work on his other stuff. That was what was impressive about that knockout.
He's throwing his right hand a lot more and more confident, but Moore bent down instead of moving around and then right into the power, and Tua came out and started the punching. Very busy, didn't waste any time at all.
This is very reminiscent of Tua's knockout of John Ruiz in 19 seconds several years ago, a fight which has had a marked effect on the heavyweight division since then and has been mentioned so frequently that Ruiz is sick to death of hearing about it. But that's about the same thing that happened to Ruiz, where Tua just simply came out, caught him with power shots early, and Ruiz never recovered. Michael Moore tasted those 2 body shots and was gone.
As we pointed out, Jim, Michael Moore had a terrific career early on. He hadn't won a significant fight in 8 years. David Tua was beating a name more than a serious heavyweight opponent tonight.
And Tua came in seemingly much more spirited and much more into the fight. Moore came in very, very relaxed, as if he really didn't want to be here.
Well, guys, let's take a look at the entire round in normal speed. And Emmanuel, Larry's going to the ring, so you and I will watch this again. Watch the body shots early. Boom.
Moore is bending in too much. He's not utilizing his height at all. In fact, it's being to his disadvantage by being in because he can't punch as effectively.
There's a hard right hand by Tua. Well, talk about how much he's improved his right hand. That was a straight right cross.
It was more of a right hook, I think.
Yeah,
right
swept it a little. You're right.
And Moore didn't even see it. Fighting in too close where he's not effective, and the guy with the short arms is extremely comfortable in that position.
Well, Michael Moore said, no matter what happens, even if I lose the fight, that's not the end of me as a contender, because lots of things can happen in the heavyweight division. But because of the nature of the loss, he may be whistling in the dark.
It may be very difficult for him to come back, and especially in view of the fact that he has not done anything impressively for the most part in the last 8 years.
Emmanuel, you've spent a lot of time with Michael in the past few weeks. Did you have a sense that something like this could be possible?
It's always possible. But yeah, the one thing that's really difficult with Michael, he does not like boxing. And it's very difficult for anybody to be extremely successful, in particular competing on this level up here in a sport where he doesn't really like. And but Tua came in much more into the fight, I think, mentally and spiritually, and that was a big factor in addition to his punching power.
David Tua celebrates a stunning 30-second knockout victory. I call it 30. Let's hear the official timing from Michael Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, here at the Trump Taj Mahal, this contest comes to an end. The official time, 30 seconds into round number 1. Your referee, Rudy Battle, waves off the 10 count and calls a halt to the bout. The winner by knockout victory, Tua-man, David Tua.
Well, there was a hunch that Michael Moore might be able to use his greater skill to outbox David Tua. He never got the chance. Tua came out and landed 8 of 12 power punches. He threw 4 jabs. They were non-essential in the attack. Moore never got off at all. And you can see that it only took 16 total thrown punches for David Tua to score the 30-second knockout of Michael Moore. And Larry Merchant stands by with the winner, David Tua.